So Darvin, for those who are new to the private markets, what is a private market and how does it compare to traditional investments like stocks and bonds and mutual funds?
The private market is really unique in that it's not something that's traded on the public stock exchange, and so therefore there could be a little bit less liquidity. You can't just call up your broker and make a sale happen to get your money back tomorrow, but some of them are still fairly liquid in that you can, with some notice, sometimes a month's notice, sometimes a little longer, you can get your money back, but not as liquid, and it's not as easy to sell your investments as on the public market. But the benefits are really focused in that you can get to know the CEO of the company, you can invest in your local community, you can invest in a business that you can go visit and you can touch and feel it and really get closer to your investments, so you can get comfortable with the kind of investments that you feel that you have knowledge about. So investing in something that you know and understand is really one of the values of the private market. You're investing in businesses, and you're investing in people, and getting to know those people is something that you can do a little bit easier on the private markets than on the public market.
The private markets have become highly regulated over the past few years. Can you elaborate on the evolution you've seen over the last few years on the private markets?
So people have always had the opportunity to invest in the private markets, but with the lack of regulation, as you stated, in the past there was less reporting requirements by these private businesses, and less governance and standards. And so in 2009, the Canadian Securities Administrators proposed a new change called National Instrument 31103, and by September 28, 2010, all the different investment dealers had to follow a new set of rules, which made things better for investors and gave them more protection than they had in the past, such as audited financial statements on the businesses, so they could actually track more precisely the financials of these private businesses. And there's more corporate governance, and the investment dealers are now responsible for doing due diligence on the investments, and that wasn't there in the past. And so people were left to their own to choose which were the good investments and which were the riskier investments. And so now we have teams of analysts and lawyers and accountants looking at these investments and doing their due diligence on them. And so the standards have really increased, especially over the last 6 years, and we've seen big improvements in this space.